What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the What's Up Tank Washington Show. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. As always, to my loyal followers, thank you all for sticking with me so far. To the new followers, welcome. And if this is your first time on the channel, I hope you like what you see. And if you do, don't forget to like, share, but most of all, I want you to hit that subscribe button. So, in this video, we're going to take the Arken SH4 Gen2 that we took off of this beauty in the background, my Mossberg MVP 762. And we're going to mount it on to this rifle. Now, some of you may remember this rifle from the previous video. Long story, not going to get into that. But this is a 20-inch Aero Percision 223 Wylde. Bought this gun a couple years ago with the intentions of turning it into a match rifle. And like I said, if you watch the video, you know that didn't exactly go according to plan, but it's back in my possession now, and I'm going to move forward with my original goal of turning it into just that, a match rifle. Also, if you want the details on that, go back and check out the other video. So this is just going to be a simple mounting video. Previously, what was on this rifle was my Centerpoint 4-16 mil dot scope. Bought this scope several years ago. I don't even remember. I don't even think they make it anymore. But one thing in particular that stuck out to me about this scope is the fact that the turrets had locking rings on them. And that was, like I said, very appealing to me. So I bought it. I actually had to go through, I want to say 2 or 3 before I actually got one that worked. By worked, I mean hold zero through firing and a myriad of other situations that would cause impact to the optic. Now, a lot of people, you hear Centerpoint, you think it's on the cheapy budget end, and it is. However, they still make pretty good products. This scope in particular, like I said, had to go through a couple before I actually got one that worked. Has worked very well for me for several years. On multiple rifles, I've shot sub-MOA groups with that. As a matter of fact, before I got the scope that I was using on this when I started shooting competition, this was on it. And I've shot, I think I actually have 3 that are posted somewhere in my house, sub-MOA groups that I've shot with that rifle with this optic. But I think all total I did 5 before I actually switched it. Again, while it was on there, I never got into anything major. I used it mostly for hunting, and I did drop a couple deers with this same optic. So even though this is a budget option, second focal plane, you got your parallax adjustment on the front bell, this is still a pretty decent optic, and I like it, and it will be going on another one of my rifles. Speaking of the focal plane, one thing I failed to mention in my last video when we were switching the EP5 to the Mossberg is that both of these scopes are first focal plane, and they both have 0 stops. So I just wanted to throw that in there before we got into this. Now, what I'm going to do, since I don't have my vice block or a bipod on this particular rifle, is I'm going to take the lower receiver off, and I'm going to sit it flat on the table. And if you can see my levels, which is probably difficult from this angle, yes, my table is level. and the weapon was cleared prior to filming, but I will go ahead and remove the bolt carrier group just to add a bit more, even though the fire control group has been removed. Sitting it flush on the table. You'll notice, if you can see this, I'm not sure, like I said, it's a difficult angle. That's level. Matter of fact, I'll do this just to add a different angle to it. As you can see, that is level. We'll take it and we'll turn it the other way. Again, still level. Table, level as well. Excuse me. Rings, also level. And this is the rigid precision ring from Arken. I bought it specifically to use with this rifle. So we'll go ahead and take the rings off so we can set the scope in. Now, doing it this way is going to be slightly a bit more difficult because I'll have to put the lower receiver back on in order to adjust my eye relief. But for the purposes of just getting it set, okay, so now I'm going to reattach the lower receiver to adjust for eye relief, and then hopefully the scope doesn't move when I pick it up. And it did. Okay. Send it down so it doesn't move. Double check to make sure everything's straight. All right. So I'm going to re-remove the lower receiver. Let go. And now we're going to torque everything down. Now, if memory serves correct, when I got the SH4 Gen 2, I believe the recommendation from the factory said 15 inch-pounds. You remember on the EP5 it said 18, also on the rigid precision mount it also says 18, but I'm going to go back until I can confirm, and we're going to set this down at 15 inch-pounds. Okay. All right. Lower receiver one more time. It might help if I open the pin. Alrighty. Looks good, looks good. All right, folks, there you have it. Mounted on my Aero Percision 223 Wylde, the Arken SH4 Gen 2 624 by 50 millimeter first focal plane scope. If you are in the market for a new optic and you're looking for something that is high quality but at the same time it's budget friendly, check out Arken. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the EP5 is available now at $529 and the SH4 Gen 2 is available at $449. I'll do you one better. I'll check. Excuse me. The EP5 is available for $549, and the SH4 Gen 2 is available at $449. So again, if you're in the market for a very affordable and very high quality, very good optic, check out Arken. Thanks for watching.